What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and if you've been watching the channel for a while, you would know that I don't just review firearms. I review parts all the way down to $20 base plates. I review clips on holsters. I review every aspect of firearms. That's just something I've liked to do. A lot of people build as a hobby. Others build or add stuff to their carry guns to make it what they want and what they prefer. The biggest thing when it's all said and done is that firearm reliable? That's the whole point at the end of the day. There is zero point to adding anything to a firearm if it's just going to be an unreliable part or just cause a problem. Anyways, today I found an amazing product that some people requested and I've had my eye on for a while. So we're going to go through it, talk a little bit about it, and I'm going to tell you why this is such an amazing product. It's crazy. This is the Strike Industries Light Slide. Well, in fact, let's start like this. There are many parts on this firearm right now that are Strike Industries. One is the base plate. This is going to be a +2. It's called the Strike Industries EMP. It's going to be a +2 for 9mm and a +1 for 40 and 357 SIG. I'm assuming it might work for the Glock 28. I don't know that for a fact, so don't quote me on it, as well as the Glock 39. It might add +2 for the 380, which is the Glock 28, and it might add +1 for the Glock 39, but I cannot confirm as I have not used it on those mags. But just thinking about it, that probably is how it would go. And it's really nice. Has great texturing on it. Much better than your average Glock, but what's cool about it is it sticks out more than a Glock, but it looks like your Glock. So if you keep your Glock with no grips or stippling or anything, it'll match the pattern. So it actually looks pretty cool. Then it's super ergonomic in the hand. I mean, it feels good in the head. It adds a little bit of length, but at the same time, it gives you full, 2.5, 3 finger contact and feels really good and natural in the hand. So I like that. Then the sights. The sights are Strike Industries, but actually, let's get into the slide. The slide is also Strike Industries, as well as that guide rod. The slide, that is the biggest part about this setup right here. It is called the Light Slide. Not only does it have an awesome look to it, but it also weighs a fraction of what your average slide would. When I hold a regular Glock 26 and this Glock 26, it's ridiculous. It is so noticeable, it's insane. Now, I don't have the specs on how much it weighs, and I don't have a scale or anything like that around me, but I promise you, if you picked up this gun right now, it would be shocking. Like, it feels like a Glock 43. It feels so ridiculously light. It feels weird, but it's awesome. Now, we're going to talk about the positives and negatives about that, but so far, I like it. It just takes away weight from your carry gun. It's a 9mm, so it's not going to get too snappy. The one downside you would say about it is it could potentially throw off your firearm's reliability because of weight, but that's not the case here. And then the other thing that one could say about it is that it's going to make it more snappy, which is true. It might add a little bit more recoil, but once again, it's a Glock 26 and 9mm. The recoil is basically non-existent as is. Now, that's one major thing. Is as a carry gun, summertime, whatever, you want the lightest possible carry gun on you that's still capable with capacity and a capable caliber, like I said. So this is a great thing to have. Second is for the optics cut. This optic I wish I took the plate off prior. You can basically run majority of your favorite footprints. If I open this up, it sort of reminds me of something like an echelon or whatever the case may be. There's holes everywhere. And then they also send you these little micro pins. And the micro pins are to fill those little notches in your optic. Therefore, you can use multiple footprints just using this slide, which is pretty amazing, right? One day you have a Trijicon RMR, and you're like, okay, I'm done with that. I want to switch over to the Vortex Viper, for instance. You can do that without sacrificing any of its strength, durability, or ability to stay onto the firearm, right? Because they give you a little pin kit as well as all the screws. It's actually pretty amazing. Now, in terms of how it feels racking it, I mean, it feels really good. Like I said, I'm using a Strike Industries upper parts kit right now, and it feels really good. With the all Glock OEM lower, that trigger, because of, all the springs, the plunger, safety, all that stuff, it does affect your trigger pull. I mean, it's nice. It does add to your firearm. I'm not even going to lie. A parts kit can change a handgun, and a lot of people don't realize that. Serrations feel really good in the hand. Work great. Sort of, you can see the shape's a little different, but pretty dang cool. I like it. Like I said, you pick this up, and it is so noticeable. It's ridiculous. Let's put these two next to each other and just look at size and stuff like that. It didn't take away from width or anything like that to get that. And it's still made of an extremely durable material. And we're going to test that. I'm going to carry it. You know, I may drop it a couple times, see how it holds up. But I don't see us having too many issues. I got nice little cuts here, little cuts up top. I really like this upper. I really do. And then barrel, that is not Strike Industries. That is a Hooper Gunworks fluted barrel, also to save weight. So this combination right here is meant to save weight. This barrel will run you about $100 on eBay, right at Hooper Gunworks store on eBay. Absolutely love it. It's been reliable. It's been in many different builds that I own, and it's still going, still trucking along. No problems with reliability. Then we have the sights. These are obviously optics ready suppressor height sights, right? They're gonna sit high enough that they can co-witness with any optic you throw on this handgun, right? You can get a direct mount, which might make these a little too high, but these are just awesome. Now, it also has this indent right here, and I believe they have inserts for these sights. I wanted to go blacked out for running a dot. I am going to be running a dot on this, so I want the blacked out feature. Therefore, I'm not losing out with, you know, confusing dots or whatever the case may be. But these sights are absolutely sick. I can already tell you, these are going to be extremely accurate. It is so easy to line up. They did a great job at designing them perfect. Literally, you have this little line in the middle, which really helps with lining up. And that gap is just perfect. I like having a smaller set of gaps on each side for when I want to shoot accurately. It's actually a really nice feature to have. And like I said, they look different, but they also look cool. And my buddy's actually looking for suppressor height sights, and I actually recommended these to him. I have tons of different kinds, tons of different pairs, and I really like those. And they send, you know, the set screw with it, you know, they send, you know, I'm blanking on it, but you're Loctite, all that stuff. So you're ready to go right away when they send it to you. You just need a sight pusher, obviously. But overall, this is just an awesome setup to have. I really like this. I'm going to be buying a new Glock 26 lower, and we're going to make it its own build. I might do some stuff, you know, on the lower, and maybe get it stippled, new parts kit, maybe with a different base plate, as a backup mag. Keep this as the main mag, and yeah, run it that way. I like designating mags per guns. Therefore, like this would have this base plate and maybe another one, and those would be the designated mags for this handgun, right? That way I know it runs with that handgun, no problems, no issues, and that setup is going to be flawless every time I take it out. But overall, awesome parts kit up top. I'm very surprised with the quality. Racks really well, and I feel like that guide rod is a big upgrade for it as well. So overall, it looks awesome. It functions well. It's lighter, and yeah. That is the Strike Industries parts for the Glock 26. I really like this. I really wish they made them for the 27 and 33. I get that there's not a big market for that, but man, would I kill for one of these in a Glock 27. That would be awesome. But love it in a Glock 26. Feels good. Extremely light. It's going to be a great summertime carry. I might take the optic off for summertime, have a really light, small setup, and just rock it that way. If you're wondering about this holster that's been sitting in the back, code SPN for 10% off. That is a Blacksmith Tactical holster. Code SPN for 10% off at blacksmithtactical.com. This is a monoblock. This you can run once again in the summertime. It's going to be an awesome summertime setup. Gym shorts, sweatpants, bathing suits, snow pants, whatever. We get a claw and a wedge. And yeah, we got an awesome light carry setup. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.